Snow, it's really great.
Snow's the best snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I'm Seth.
And I'm Drew.
And this is
Nerd Feeding the Nerd.
The inventor of Pop Rocks, Pop Rocks, says to himself, sugar is not good enough. It also needs to detonate.
Yeah, and honestly, Pop Rocks is a fun experience, man. If you have never experienced Pop Rocks, you should. Get some in your mouth.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad they still make it. This is a good one. 90s TV made me think being stuffed into a locker was a much bigger issue than it actually was.
Yeah, man.
I never got stuffed into a locker. I never got swirlied.
No.
And for those of you at home that don't know what a swirly is, it's where your friends or enemies, in most cases, flip you upside down in a bathroom and stuff your head into a toilet.
Into a toilet.
And then flush it.
Yep.
That's a swirly. Never got one.
Yep. Same. Same. Thank God.
Yeah, and I mean, that sounds pretty traumatic to be real.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out to all the kids who got swirlies. I mean,
yeah, how's your ear infection problem going?
I'm saying your immunity levels suck.
Or it's really good, you know, like that's the other side of it. Like maybe they're the ones that, you know, are surviving without like flu shots and stuff because they built up that immunity with swirlies and stuff.
Swirlies.
Yeah,
man.
So forever, dude.
So what else is going on?
Well, okay, since we're waxing nostalgic, I wanted to talk about this. There's an ad campaign right now. I think it's Instacart, and I saw the commercial and I kind of wanted to cry about it. And so let me just unpack this for you.
Yeah.
The commercial shows a mother and her, I would say probably teenage-ish daughter, like teen, kind of around that age. And they are enjoying, like the mom's teaching the daughter how to open a Capri Sun. And she's teaching her how the best way to do stacked Lunchables and how to eat like fruit by the foot or whatever. Like all of these things that we did when we were kids. And it's like, you're just like, oh, cool. Like, yeah, it's happening. And then all of a sudden, like the tagline so to speak is like, you know, like make summer as good as it used to be or something like that.
I thought you were going to say make summer great again.
Well, kind of like, but dude, like that made me really freaking sad. Like it made me really, really sad. Cause I'm like, yeah, man, summers used to be really cool. And like, yeah, I used to stack Lunchables and eat pizza rolls and all that stuff, man. And like, it's not the same anymore. You know, even if I was to like eat pizza rolls, like I would feel like absolute garbage afterwards. And then I would hate myself and I'd have to eat an entire cucumber rectally. So it's not the same, man. It makes me sad. Our childhood is over, man. Like
it's kaput.
Kapuchkis. I don't know.
Got to make the best of it.
But you know,
I feel the same way though. I mean,
and in addition to double down on that, I do use Instacart. You know, I travel. It's easy to order groceries and then either pick them up through the app or have them delivered. Yeah, there's a 1999 section there now. And what it does is it shows you the places that have that stuff. So it'll have like pizza rolls and Hawaiian punch and all that kind of crap. So not only every time I now go to order my groceries, they're just like, hey, idiot, your life sucks now. Why don't you buy this crap instead of kale and quinoa, you fat idiot? So, yeah, it just makes me sad, dude.
That also makes me sad. You just got to find your kicks, man. You just got to...
I guess
you got to just get through life
and
then just apologize to everyone by saying, sorry if I'm a little slow. I was born last century.
Seriously, dude. It's been a minute.
I kind of want to apparently this was a Kickstarter. I feel like this is old.
Okay.
The Electronic Gaming Monthly Compendium. Have you seen this advertised? It looks like it's a hardback book.
Okay.
A definitive history of video games through pages of the #1 gaming magazine. Huh. I want the magazine though, dude. I want a magazine subscription, bro.
Yeah.
Give me a magazine to buy.
Yeah.
What are people saying about this? All right, here. I'm just gonna type it in. A monthly gaming magazine. If this is called EGM.
Okay.
I don't care about online. Gaming magazines and guides, best price guide, blah 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 blah. There's a vintage one. You're just telling me there's just no game. There's just not a gaming magazine. I feel like you got to go to Barnes and Noble and like peruse. There's definitely a gaming magazine that you can subscribe to.
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, the next time I go to Barnes and Noble, which will be like in a couple of days, I will check out the magazines and see what gaming options are out there, because I think Game Informer is coming back. Like, that was gone. They took it away from us because it was too good for this world. But I think it's coming back, or that was at one point they were hinting that it was going to come back. So hopefully, because Game Informer was good, dude. I didn't read every single issue because some of them were for games that I just didn't care about. But
Yeah.
I always flipped through it, dude. I always flipped through it. And then when they were like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna stop mailing these to you," I was like, for real? And they're like, "Yeah, but you'll get it in your email." And like, I checked them out sometimes, but it's different. I want mail, dude. I want mail. Give me mail.
You've got mail. Oh, that needs to be on our soundboard. Dang it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh no! No!
All right, hey, did you see that the Nintendo Switch 2 is like readily available?
Yeah. I mean,
So when you get like FOMO about it, don't, because you can just buy it whenever.
well, and they said that was gonna happen. Like, obviously, of course, they ran out of the pre-orders and stuff, but they said that, like, hey, don't worry, because there's gonna be plenty. Like, the scalpers are, we're combating scalpers by making enough. But like, yeah, man, like, you can go to Target right now and there's like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, no big deal.
But I still am going to wait for a limited edition. Like, I plan on holding out because I've never had one, like, I want to have that experience at some point in my life. And why not with the Nintendo Switch 2? Because I don't need it right now. Like, I'm not jonesing for it yet,
100%. I'm gonna get it 100% if I can get a special edition. It needs to be Zelda.
Or
it
and
needs
it's
to
got to be cool, dude. Like
Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. Or what's another one that I would like jump for? I don't know. Like, no on Mario, no on Donkey Kong. Maybe Star Fox if it's really cool, like super futuristic looking and stuff, like Star Fox F-Zero X. Like, I'd be down for that. But
Dude.
yeah, dude.
Sears catalog.
Sears Roebuck, bro. You talk about that Sears Roebuck.
I want a Sears catalog subscription.
Well, you didn't even need one, like that wasn't the thing.
Got it.
You just got it. They just sent it to you in the mail.
I know.
And you're like, and then you would go through and you'd circle all the things that you'd want for Christmas, and your mom would be like, no, and you're just like, you're like, oh, she's like, yeah, I'll send this to Santa, and you're like, oh my god, okay. She never did.
I know, dude. Freaking winch.
Winch. A winch is the thing that helps you like lower vehicles and stuff.
Sorry, that's my Midwestern accent.
Winch. Gotta
Oh,
get on the
winch.
bench.
Gonna get her a winch. Yeah. Dude,
Let's see.
freaking April O'Neil and her bustiness in the 90s cartoon.
With like the long red hair kind of thing. And the
And
yellow jumpsuit.
she had like that jumpsuit, dude. Yeah, the freaking yellow jumpsuit.
I never quite understood the fashionness of the jumpsuit, if I'm being real.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I was never sold on the jumpsuit. And yet, Mr. Science Theater 3000, all the hosts wear jumpsuits. Where am I going? Oh, up here.
Bro, I want one of those McDonald's caps that look like the Big Mac. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe
Back in the day.
Was it?
This part was Big Mac.
Okay. Yes.
Let's just pull that up
Dude, I
on
bet you
eBay.
can find one, dude. Probably a hundo. I'm gonna say a crisp Benjamin.
You think so?
I think so.
McDonald's. McDonald's Big Mac hat. Oh, it populated, baby. Ooh. Guess again, my friend.
Okay. How much are we
Guess
looking at?
again. On the low end of buy it now, 250 American greenbacks.
That's
Up
tough,
to
dude.
$400.
That's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow, man.
All right, guys. If someone donates $250, I will promptly take it and buy a Big Mac hat off of eBay and wear it
On
always,
stream.
really.
Yeah. Well, of
Not
course.
just on stream, just in my life. Just
True.
always.
Well, you should. You should. Because if you're going to pay that kind of buckarooskies for vintage merch, you got to get your use out of it, man.
Did you ever get the big breakfast from McDonald's where it was like the
Hotcakes and
styrofoam?
sausage and
Yeah, dude, that was good, man. They might still do it, but
I think
don't
they
know if
do. I think they do
do.
still have like pancakes and stuff like that. Like that's still a thing that they offer. But in my new lifestyle, I will never eat at McDonald's ever again.
Aww.
Never again.
It makes me feel better about myself. Ow, I just hit my freaking foot, dude.
Hit it.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I get a fish sandwich every time I'm there. I
Okay,
get
Grandpa.
Filet-o fish. My kids think it's weird. It is weird. One time,
Yeah, it is
And I
because
think-
they only give you half a piece of cheese.
well, dude, it's weird because, and I think this holds true to every. This is where my mind goes. I don't know why it's related because it happened. But last time I doubled down on Filet-O-Fish and I got 2.
And you
I got no
diarrhea.
fries. No, the first one was delicious. The second one was too much. And I did that once at Chick-fil-A with their Chick-fil-A sandwich. It's like the first one goes down like freaking so perfect. And then the second one, you're just like, it wasn't as good. Like maybe you get like a weird spot in the chicken
Sure.
or, it's just like something doesn't sit well.
The Filet-O-Fish gives me weird texture vibes because it's not the texture of fish. It is
No.
the texture of Jell-O pudding that you have left out for like a day and a half, and then they cut it into a square, breaded, deep fried it, and put really subpar tartar sauce on there, and then a half a piece of cheese. The steamed bun, though, that's top tier, dude. That is top tier.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
you-
I hate when people.
Yeah, go ahead.
If what? If what?
I was gonna say if you are like the perfect sandwich, in my opinion, at McDonald's would be the quarter pounder Big Mac, extra sauce on a steam bun. Get the F out of here with that sesame crap. Get out of here with that. You don't need sesame seeds, dude.
I bet they'd make it for you.
They probably would. They would balk at you because they'd be like, that's not on our menu. But you'd be like, dog, just make it for me.
Is this one of those TikTok trends?
Yeah, exactly. Is this a secret menu thing?
Speaking of TikTok trends, dude, I hate when people do this, and I
hate
don't
love
like it.
chat.
When people, I love chat too. Shout out to the chat. No one is there except for our good friend Jordan. Thank you,
What up,
Jordan.
Jordan?
What was I gonna say? They make these stupid clickbait videos. It's like shows from the 90s that you watched that you forgot. Okay,
Sure.
let this cycle really quick, and I'm gonna rattle them off. Tell me if you forgot any of these, because I didn't. Rugrats.
Nope.
Doug.
Nope.
Ren and Stimpy.
Nope.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Love it.
All Real Monsters. Kablam.
Yep. Nope.
Angry Beavers. The Wild Thornberries. Cat Dog.
Nope.
Rocket Power.
Nope.
Like, I forgot none of those. That's
forgot none of
clickbait,
those, dude.
Give me some freaking Kablam might be the most deep cut on that list, but I remember it.
It's so good though, dude. It's so good.
It was weird. It was definitely gave me weird that made me
That
feel
was
weird.
Robot
But like,
Chicken before Robot Chicken was Robot Chicken.
yes, put some actual deep cuts on that freaking list. And
Yeah,
quit
like,
playing with me, dude.
I mean, even like Salute Your Shorts. Like I still remember that. Like that was fun. And then Hey Dude, again, that's got Ben Stiller's wife in it.
Does it really?
Yeah, dude, the blonde chick or whatever that the one that his wife is the blonde girl from Zoolander who's like the reporter
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah,
Trust me.
I don't know if that was her.
I know.
I don't know if that was her first thing, but like I think that was her first like big thing. But yeah, she's on Hey Dude.
Well, oh yeah, yeah. Dude, another show that weirded me out. Well, not a show, movie. James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, dude, I did not. Okay, I hate
Weird
James,
movie.
Hate James and the Giant Peach because when I was like at the DMV trying to get stuff figured out, back when the DMV was way worse than it is now, let me tell you, I was stuck at that damn place for like 4 hours, and I had to watch James and the Giant Peach on repeat. So I saw it like 2.5 times. I can't stand that movie now because all I see is just stupid effing Gladys sitting there like, do you have all your paperwork? Like, I guess. What else do you need?
Yeah, that's tough, dude. I don't know why you sat there for 4 hours, but you know, one silver lining in terms of like not, you know, being like of the age that I was in the 90s.
Yeah.
It's just like as a kid, I wasn't a tattoo age kid in the 90s, and thank God, because I definitely would have ended up with like a Tasmanian devil tattoo like on my upper arm,
Sure.
and like with like barbed wire underneath it. Like think about that. Like how many Taz tattoos they made it out of the 90s. Like,
I know, dude.
not a great look.
No. Well, and Taz is like not even super relevant anymore. Like big in that time frame, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Like, who the heck
Yeah,
is
dude.
this? It's like getting a Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem tattoo or something. Like no one knows who the hell that is.
Yep. It's interesting. Are you going to see the new Superman movie on release night?
Probably, yes.
It looks really good.
Yeah, dude. I'm super excited about it. I am not looking like I'm not actively seeking out stuff because I don't want to have like too big of an expectation. So I want to go in blind. I did that with Guardians of the Galaxy and I had a great time. I really enjoyed the movie, even though I am famous on the internet for hating Chris Pratt. I'm not famous anywhere.
That should have been your shtick. I'm definitely gonna see that, and I'm going to see Fantastic Four. I know you're not into it, but I'm gonna see it.
I'm not gonna see that in the theater unless like a group of friends wants to go, and I don't have that, so I'm not gonna see it in the theater.
Oh wait.
Aha,
There we go.
Perfect.
Let's just go down the. I know that.
Finish him.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Welcome, punch.
Yeah, dude.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Stop! You violated the law.
It's been too long since
Nice.
I've seen a good brawl. You pathetic worm.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to a couple of movies. Like speaking of the movies, there's still a little bit of hope. Like maybe.
Well, dude, speaking of movies, bro, I definitely I can't stick around after stream because I actually have to like jump in the shower and get ready because I'm going to a movie today at noon my time, bro.
Wow. What are you seeing?
I am seeing the Don the Evil Eye, which is it's kind of a new trend in the era of anime, sort of. The new season is premiering on July 3rd, and you get to see the first 3 episodes in movie form in theaters ahead of the release schedule of the show itself. And I am here for it, dude. I'm so excited.
That's cool, man. I don't know anything about it, but I'm glad that you're gonna go. Anytime you get to go to the movies, dude, I feel like good. I think it's good. It's chicken soup for the soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man. Well, and Dandadan is like a relatively new anime and manga series. It's very much like Stranger Things, in that you've got kids at school and they're dealing with aliens and they're dealing with like the occult and monsters and all kinds of stuff like that. It's great, dude. Like it's okay. There's some questionable stuff. All right, you have to get past the first episode. Because that's what turns a lot of people off, and they're just like, sexual assault. And like, okay, first of all, it's a cartoon. Second of all, nothing actually happens. Third, it's a cartoon, okay? And I think they might be 16 and 17. I'm not 100% sure what their age range is, but it's fine, Why am I not going anywhere? Why are you still here?
Yeah.
Can I talk to you,
we're
Tubbies?
We're all still here. I'm actually gonna jump early today. I think if you want to go the full amount of time, or we can just cut it short. Not right this second, but
okay.
But I do want to tell this story, and then I think I'm out of things to talk about personally.
Okay.
I went on a cruise.
Right. A Tom Cruise?
It was cool. I wish it was a Tom Cruise. It was really cool. But maybe one of the biggest highlights, and people will, roast me.
Roast me in the comments.
But one of the best things about it was like lack of television options.
Sure.
And the TV in the room, in like my submarine like sized room, excuse me, was so small, dude. Like I'm talking like maybe like less than 24-inch like flat screen.
Sure.
But it had a handful of channels, and one of them was Turner Classic Movies.
All right.
And every night before bed, I would watch old westerns and just watch this one movie. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to find it right now. It was, oh God, what's his name? Bing Crosby.
Okay.
And he
beat his children.
is stuck. Did he really?
Yeah. He was terrible. It's fine.
Bing Crosby, I think I heard he was an alcoholic. Bing Crosby, no, maybe I didn't. Don't quote me on that. Bing Crosby stuck in medieval times, but he's modern. I know that sounds like a stupid. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe. I'm gonna let
Is that Holiday Inn? Your description sounds a lot like a plot of a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. That's what it is.
Okay.
A Connecticut, that super weird, dude. Let me read the plot to you because I couldn't even watch the whole thing because it was so weird.
Sure.
This came out in 1949. Okay. My mother wasn't even alive yet. Okay. Shout out to my mom, born in 59. What a great year. I'm trying to see it. A singing mechanic from 1912 finds himself in Arthurian Britain. Arthurian. Someone says the best feel-good movie ever.
Okay.
I don't know if I felt like it was a feel-good movie ever.
Sure.
It was weird, dude. Suddenly, Bing Crosby finds himself like back in time, and he's singing all these songs and stuff. It's
back in time.
Right. Was Bing Crosby an alcoholic?
Internet, thank you.
Yes. Bing Crosby struggled with alcoholism. That's actually not. That's not funny.
I love that.
I was kind of
I love that.
I was actually
yes.
I was just happy that my memory is good still,
Yeah,
but I'm not happy
that he
not happy
was
for
alcoholic and beat his
not cool. My earliest memories of being
bag of sweet Balenciagas and they won't even prove.
my earliest memories of being are in White Christmas.
Okay.
Did you watch that as a kid? It was like a
yeah,
holiday favorite of my family's.
It's really not very Christmassy. Like if I'm being honest, like it's kind of.
I just like the part where they're like snow, 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 snow. No, just me.
No, yeah, sorry. Well, you cut out a little bit on Discord, so I don't know if I don't know. I didn't get everything. I just heard snow, and that was pretty much it.
Snow, it's really great.
Snow's the best snow. Yellow snow.
It's really great.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Dude, oh, here's a good story. I'm coming up with stories on the fly here. I'm improving, as they say. I know, dude. I'm getting better at this. I was on a work call.
A workle?
And they were talking about like a marketing campaign or something that like the marketing people were talking, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna have this what's in the box marketing campaign. And somebody in the Teams chat said Gwyneth Paltrow's head. And I was just like,
dude.
yes.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
It's been a little bit since I've seen that movie. Like, I don't know, like 5 years, I guess. That's definitely one that I like rewatching. I like catching up, you know. And Stigmata. I don't know. There's a few that are like, because what would you call it? Like, that's a thriller, not really like a horror.
Yeah, it's more of like a thriller. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like-
messed up though. Like if you haven't seen that movie, y'all like go watch it. The ending is crazy. I watched it with my 13-year-old son, and he was like, "Whoa, wasn't expecting that."
Yeah, dude. It's not. Yeah, it's fine, but not great. Yeah.
So that was a nice little bonding experience, but you know. Anyway, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
What is a movie that, like, how far would you go? Like, you know, your son 13, like, obviously PG-13 has probably been watching movies like that for a while. In the R space, what is something that you would be like, oh yeah, he could totally watch that, and then something that you're like, nah, dog, not that?
I don't know, dude. What movie did he ask me to watch? Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
And I said he could not watch that. Just too much fast forwarding. I mean, dude, we watched Fight Club, and I'd fast forward a lot.
Yeah.
You know, if you're mowing over that, but he like still loved it.
Sure.
But I don't think most things aren't off the table. I just might have to censor it slightly.
Are you like the teachers when we watched The Outsiders or whatever, that one movie about Salem witch trials book, and like at the beginning of the movie there's boobies and they would hold
Are you talking
up,
about the Scarlet Letter?
I think so.
No.
There's something about
Salem
witches
trials.
And like I said, at the beginning of the movie there's like a group of witches and they're all like topless or something, and I remember my Miss Ginn, my English teacher at the time, had this piece of poster board that she would try to hold up at specific times, and like, bro, she totally missed it, dude. We got to see all them titties. It was great.
Oh, it's the Crucible. It was the Crucible.
Crucible, thank you.
Yeah. So the movie that comes to mind for me, mini-series, watch Roots in my 8th grade. Was it 7th or 8th? It was 8th grade history class. And Mr. Now, shout out to Mr. Now. He would turn, this was like urban legend, that he would turn the TV. He himself would watch the scene.
Well, of course he would.
While the rest of us did not get to view some of the more graphic scenes in that movie, nudity scenes. And I do remember the Crucible. I read the Crucible, dude.
Yeah.
So weird thing that I wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of, but when I was, here's a fun fact.
Fun facts with Seth.
Family.
Oh, here it is.
I quit.
I quit.
No, I'm just kidding. Tell me what movie that's from, because it's my favorite.
That thing you do.
I was asking the audience.
Oh,
dude.
damn it!
Jeez.
Sorry.
I know you know.
I know. I love that movie.
But when I don't know when I made this decision, but basically I made the decision in high school to graduate a year early, which was like the worst decision ever, by the way. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But I did, and the year between my 10th and 11th grade, which should have been my 10th and 11th grade, because I jumped from 10th to senior year.
Okay.
I did what was called independent study.
Okay. Yeah.
And the two things I had to do in order to graduate, and part of the reason why I graduated early is I only needed these 2 classes, and I knocked it out in independent study in the summer. I took American government because that was a senior class.
Yeah.
And then I took 11th grade English, so I could knock that out, and then I jumped into senior English.
Okay.
So I loved the stories that they had us read in the textbook that I had to purchase. And you know, I was in public school all through school, so I never purchased a textbook.
Sure.
But my parents had to buy me that particular book. And it had like, dude, I read like The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe.
Yep.
I read The Crucible. I read I'm trying to think of something else that I read that was like, in hindsight, was very profound. And I had to write.
Metamorphosis?
I don't think that, but I had to write. I had to write like, you know, synopsises and like I had to write my responses on those excerpts from these books and stuff. And like I, for whatever reason, like that textbook was floating around my parents' house for years, and then it like, I don't know what happened to it, and I really wish I had it because I would love to like revisit some of that stuff. And furthermore, dude, speaking of senior English, we read Fahrenheit 451, and we read Brave New World, and we read Frankenstein.
What's Brave
And
New
I
World
have-
about?
It's future. Both of those books are futuristic,
Okay.
and it's about like there's like a class system, and Bernard is like the main character, and he's an alpha, but like he's kind of like got the like appearance of like a beta.
Okay.
Like, so he's like shorter than the rest of the alpha class, and like he's kind of like he's questioning everything, and like
Okay.
it's you know, it's got God. What's the drug that everyone takes in that? They
Calaxium crystals.
No, they take. I'm gonna think of it. What drug do they take in Brave New World?
Squirpums.
They take in Brave called Soma.
Okay.
Type of recreational drug used in the novel Brave New World. It could be used to cure any sorts of unhappiness within society. It's basically Xanax. And so
Yeah.
they pump everyone full of Soma. But if you recall, they go to the Americas for on like a high-speed train or like a shuttle or something to like visit the savages. And what the savages are people that
Fred
don't.
and his brother.
Fred Savage and his brother. Yeah, they don't like live in this class system. They live freely. They like live a normal like life cycle and shit like that.
Sure.
And he meets like this who they refer to as the Savage. He comes back with them to like this like futuristic society, and like he realizes like how terrible it is, and like how he wants to go back and like live like free and stuff. It's great, dude. You didn't read that when you were in school?
No, we read, you know, like, I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings, something about, I forget the name of it, but it was about
Something about Mary.
No, the slave girl, like Tituba or Tutumba. And then I read Metamorphosis. I read a lot of poetry by a lot, you know, Robert Frost and, you know.
I do love that.
A lot, like a lot. You know, there was a whole section on poetry. Of course, I don't remember any of it. But no, we didn't, because I was in AP English in my senior year or whatever. So I was in like college prep English, and I got college credit for it, which was great.
I don't even think that's college prep though. I think you were in like a college level course of English.
Yeah.
Isn't that what AP is?
Yeah. Or I forget what the applied penis. I don't know.
Applied penises.
Ample penis. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yep. And you did too. You had
did.
ample.
I had that ample penis.
I've reread Brave New World and Fahrenheit 451 like as an adult, and they are fantastic books. I want to read 1984.
Okay.
To just end this stream on a freaking like serious note. We're talking about the literature. It's very serious. It should be taken very seriously. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed those books. Frankenstein's slow. I'll probably never read that again in my life. But I have reread it. I think I'm more interested in Mary Shelley as human than I am with her book.
Okay.
Her most famous book, that is. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I mean, I think I haven't read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I've read Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I enjoyed that. But I think one of the
I own it. I haven't read it.
nice. One of the big differences, though, when it came to curriculi, we did get to pick a lot of our own stuff too. So I forget what I picked. I do remember doing a report on the Da Vinci Code at one point, though, because that was the hot bit,
Yeah.
the hot book. And I remember reading that thing, and it was a good read for someone that has a hard time reading, because the chapters were really short. So I could read 2 chapters and I felt super accomplished. Yeah, that was good.
Well, I'm just posting a GIF in our Seth and Drew private channel on our Discord, just so you know.
Okay.
What the F? What the F?
I'm not gonna. I can't change it, because if I do, you will disappear from the stream. So.
Oh yeah. You're good. Just check it later. It's good. It's
Okay.
really good. Listen. This is the part of the show where we say and do all of the things. I think if you enjoyed yourself and you want to watch us continue to play games, hit the subscribe button. We would surely appreciate it. If you're catching this after the fact, we appreciate you so much for just I don't know, hanging out with us,
Hell
but
yeah.
not being able to communicate with us. But what
Well,
you
you can
should
leave
do
a
moving
comment,
forward,
you know.
you could just check us out. We stream every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
And we're just kind of playing some faves, so not even faves, just new stuff, old stuff, just whatever we feel like for real.
Yeah,
and if
and
you have
if-
something that you think would be fun, then just shout it out.
Yeah. If anybody ever suggests a game for us to play, we can try it out. I think, bro. I think I'm done with this game. If I'm being honest,
Whoa.
I think I beat it. I defeated a big boss or whatever. And I feel like it says final preparations as the thing. So I feel like I'm pretty much done with this. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that is going to be enough for another stream of this. I don't think we have another 3 hours left in this game, unless I went back through and dicked around and trophy hunted, which is, if I did that, that's going to just be you talking, and I'm just going to be focused in
Yeah.
the game. So
That sounds like my nightmare. So we should not do that.
yeah, and I mean, I'll do that on my own time.
You definitely should. I feel like you should replay the game so you can get all the feels and
Yeah, actually,
you might be able to
play
grind
the
through
game
it.
instead of just
Yeah,
stumble through.
Dude, I can honestly say, and this is my last confession. This is my confession. I didn't watch any of the gameplay. Period. End of story. I literally didn't watch you play this game at all.
Okay.
Today.
I do the same thing when you're playing. I'm either watching your face exclusively, or I'm only watching the game. And it's one or the other, dude. I pick. So just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side said she got one on the ways of my confession. Sorry, that just hit me, dude. I just had to. That's a good song.
Yeah.
Usher's not a good dude, but he makes some good music.
That's right, baby. Listen,
So new
that's
game
all we
next week. Don't know what it is.
You got the Earth
Yep.
coordinates, right?
We'll
It's time for your final mission.
should we just jazzercise instead of playing games? That's kind of a game.
Looks like we
Uh
made a pretty
yeah, anyway.
yeah.
Let's
It's been quite the journey.
wrap this up. We'll decide what we're gonna play and we'll let you know. We'll see you next Saturday.
Before we head back to Earth.
Bye.
Love you. Boy, Seth, we sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, folks. Come on, Seth, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When is that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon. But how long is that?
In a little while, man.
But what am I gonna do till then?
You can hit the subscribe button so you can stick around for more content, or feel free to watch some of our past stuff,
Don't forget to come back soon.
because we'll be waiting here on Nerd Feeding the Nerd.